I don't believe the police are going to put one of their own in prison because you got to remember, when it comes to these tactical teams, is that the correct name?
Yeah.
Them tactical teams, yeah. Remember, like, we know these things from watching. I know I don't want to bring it to movies and stuff, but that's sort of a vague picture of how things run. So you could imagine police are sitting down, we're pursuing this guy. We believe that A, B, or C, whatever, we're not taking no chances, whatever. And you can imagine when they're there and that officer, he's made the shot, hasn't he? He's made that shot. And unfortunately, he made a bad decision. He completely made a bad decision. Now, I look at the police and how they've handled this after the fact. They haven't been very transparent.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that this may be a situation, we're charging him with murder, just to be like, charging him with murder, keep them like quiet. You know what I mean? Because if they don't charge him with murder now, they're going to get a lot of backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned Wayne Couzens, completely uncomparable. I'm going to tell you why. White woman. It's a white woman who done it to you,
Mm-hmm.
A. B, that was a sexual crime.
Mm-hmm.
The public, remember, the way how he did that, they had to act fast.
Of course.
Because that was barbaric. The man would have been briefed. They would have briefed them officers and said, this is this no disrespect. I'm just saying how it is. They would have briefed the officers and said, this is the suspect, alleged to be a man who's active, potentially A, B, or C, which they were wrong, but they would have briefed the officer. So you got to think, when they've probably ran into Chris, the officers made that move. Now he's made that move, you got to think, if the police put him in prison, what does it say to the rest of their force, the tactical team? What does that say to them? To put him in prison, if he genuinely comes out and says, I was scared for my life, he goes in front of a judge. Remember, he works for the Metropolitan Police. He goes in front of a judge, who is linked to the Metropolitan. It's all the same thing. And he turns around and says, they say, well, why'd you do it? I thought he had a gun. What's going to happen? I thought he had a gun. Oh, well, he didn't have a gun. I thought he did. I was scared for my life.
I couldn't take the risk.
I was scared for my life. I didn't know what to do. Mark Duggan, same thing. There was a scene in the first season of the Netflix Top Boy. Dave, wicked performance. He was in the car when he was on the run. Remember when he was on the run?
Was that the first or the second?
It was the first one. The Netflix one. Right. In that season, my man was in the car. Remember when he got his eye sorted? And he was in the car and the tactical squad ran into him, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, don't shoot. And what happened to shot him?
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously that's not real.
Of course.
But it's very true to life. Because these man would just, you got to think, these tactical guys, this is not like America, where a tactical man will get a run out regular, or the Caribbean, where a tactical squad, they're out regular. As much as people talk how bad Britain is, the tactical team aren't out there like that. They're not getting a lot of run outs like that. So when they do come out, is it a thing where a man's trigger happy?
Possibly.
Is it a thing where a man's saying, I wouldn't even mind to bun a man?
Possibly.
Like, you got to think, because it's like, that's some Tom Clancy Rainbow Six business. If you know, you know. That's what that is. So me personally, I think this is a smoke and mirrors thing. I think it's I think they're just doing this to say, they probably even said to the brother, well, not the brother, but the guy, listen, don't suspend it, we pay for it, but listen, you're gonna have to go through a little thing, but when you get on, don't worry, man. That's what I think.
We got you, man.
Now, hopefully, I'm wrong, but I know these men don't play fair. And I know when these men get up on a stand in front of a jury and all that, I know, now I'm not going to try and slander the brother, Chris, because I don't know Chris. So I'm not gonna slander my man. But I know that they will though.
Yeah.
I know that they'll jump up and say,
He was a known, he was
Yeah.
done for this. Did you watch Top Boy? He was Sully and Deshane mixed into one.
all you have to do, Stephen, yeah, is go to the show we did when I was in Yard and look in the comments. Listen to the callers. There's a couple of people who are like, yo, A, B, or C. So I'm just saying,
known for,
I'm not going to say nothing, but that
Yeah.
if people talking like that on the road, what you think the feds are going to say? What you think, let me stop saying feds. What you think the police are going to say? What you think the police? So I'm just saying, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully the family and Chris can get some justice because he was murdered. But I'm just telling you, they're not going to play fair. And I don't, if they bury their own guy, if they bury their own officer, the message it sends to the rest of the tacticals, next time they lick off a door or go somewhere, man, they're scared to boss. And they say, yo, if I shoot, then I could end up going to prison. You see what I mean?
My job, my life, everything.
Yeah, because even when you go back to the Lee Rigby thing, them guys are really supposed to shoot to destabilize. You're not meant to shoot to kill. Unless the threat's imminent. The only time you're meant to shoot to kill is if my man I'm saying opposite, I'm listening to too much American
Man, you
rap.
should have told me. I would have opted on them fools, man.
Yeah, that's the new thing, it? Opt it. So it'd have been like, you gotta think now, it should have been a thing where for them to take that shot, it should have been a thing where Chris had his thing out. If that's the case, you can't take that shot unless you're certain. But at the same time, I will say this, them type of scenarios must be very high pressured. I'm not saying that the man who took the shot shouldn't go to prison, because I believe he should. Because maybe them other officers will learn, stop being so trigger happy.
True.
However, if they send him to prison, they're going to send a very weird message to the rest of their tacticals who are going to say, okay, then cool. If there's a next rollout and we have to do something, I'm not taking no shot. I'm not leading the charge because, or even a man might bust at them.
Well, Cake, you know what it is? I just wanted to add in these 2 cents or 2 pence or €2, depending where you live in Iowa. That's probably where they've got their magical loophole, Oh, I thought he was reaching, because don't forget, he was in the car, They said he was shot in the car,
But they didn't find nothing on him.
No, I know. No. It's not about what they found.
It's just about what they seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not in
So
that regard.
you could do that.
Yeah, in that regard, It's not about what you can prove. It's what you can disprove. So meaning, I can disprove the thought of, oh, he was unarmed. Nah, I thought he was reaching for a gun in the glove box. How do you know he didn't have one? You know that area of disbelief? That's where the police's innocence lie. Because they can be like, nah, he was reaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's not a clear thing where I'm like this. I'm standing here and you see me. You know what I'm trying to say? I remember mine was, I'm not saying he was reaching for it because he wasn't, because obviously they found nothing. But I'm saying, man's like, yo, what's going on? Where? You know, because obviously your adrenaline's running. I doubt you're sitting there perfectly still like, oh, what's going on here? You know what I'm trying to say? Your adrenaline's jumping. You're probably like, yo, what's going on? They would have said, he was moving erratic. He reached for the goal back. He reached down. You know what I'm trying to say? They could say anything, man.
That's what I'm telling you. They will.
My man ain't going, Pen.
They will. Remember this, This is Scotland Yard, There's certain things I can't talk and hear like that, but this is Scotland Yard, Man, no, you think
Listen,
that man there?
You confident
about this?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
All
yeah.
right.
I was talking in the comments,
Yeah.
earlier, and I big up that commenter, and the commenter was saying, nah, they're starting to understand that people are losing faith in them, so they're starting to send their own down. But when you check it, when you really check the mans that they really send into prison, it's the sexual assaults and the rapes and things like that.
The ones you have to.
The shootings of innocent people, you're not seeing man going pen for that. You're not seeing it. What they're going to do, they're going to give him a scenario. But another thing as well, what you got to remember, people, as much as we're all talking and we're all putting in our 2 pence, These police have got the footage, you know. Stephen, they've got the footage.
They haven't released. I reckon
They're not going to release that.
We know that. But I'm saying, I wonder if the family's even seen it yet.
They've got the footage. Remember, if their footage even shows anything remote of anything weird, matter of fact, you know what? That's how they could probably get him, you know.
Gotcha.
Based on the footage. Because they're going to have to show that footage in court, innit? They're going to have to.
No, why did they?
Come on. You've got the footage of the crime. You've got the footage.
Cake. How much times? Oh, the body camera on. The footage.
Don't say
the
that.
footage scrambled. Family, how much time does that happen? And stupid things like.
But isn't every officer got the camera on?
Family that have a arse switch, doggy. Did you hear the drama they've had over the years? Recently, couple months, years, everything. A man's deleting footage.
Mental.
You just double click. File not found. File not found.
File corrupted and all that.
File corrupt on them thing there. And my big brethren that, you know, we go pub every week, you know, and yam gammon steak on them thing there. And if he's a me, I gonna make them lock up my dog. You mad, man? Come on, man.
And they're not going to do it, man. They're not going to do it. Trust me. They're not going to do it.
Listen, if it goes down 150 people, we'll give you the details and numbers. So
yeah, what did they give it, mate? I'm telling you right now, I want to see the family get justice, you know. As far as no matter what anyone says,
of course,
the feds never need to kill the brother. You know what I mean? They didn't need to shoot him. He never had nothing on him. And like I said, okay, yeah, I'm using the Chicago rap lyrics. But unless a man upped it on them, there's no way they should have took that shot. But again, even if you would have just said, leave me alone, or you just like they send a piece of your phone, they can just say that. Because I remember, we're all talking, you know, but do any of us know any tactical squad? I don't.
Nope.
I don't know no tactical squad. This is what I'm trying to say. So
most men just watch SWAT and think they're experts, don't it?
The only time I've really seen tactical squad is on TV. Now I seen them in Brum once. They were taking down a brother, I know. They had the strike. It was quite scary still, how they were dealing with him. But the brother, he lied down.
Nah, I saw him the other day.
Yeah, he lied down.
I saw him the other day when man's been LOA. You seen them, blood, when we were LOA and that? You seen them?
No, but I'm talking in action.
Oh, I've never seen him in action.
I've seen them just standing up with this. Yeah,
I've never seen him in action.
I've seen them in action in Brumtown. At one of my old school veterans.
Nah, I've never seen him.
Old school Brum man used to be some gunman or something.
Maniac and
But he got on the floor though, because he was known for that. So when they rolled up, I was right there. They rolled up on him. He got on the floor himself and put his arms behind his back. Done it raw.
Yeah, best way.
He got on the floor. He lied down and put his arms behind his back. They couldn't do. You can't do nothing. But you see, if you stay on your feet or any of that, remember these man. That's all. That's what. Remember this.
That's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do. Outstretched. Lie down like that. Don't lie down like that first. Keep it like that till they say, put your arms behind your back. Because you could even do that, Cake. He's reaching.
Yeah.
Blood, we've seen it. Remember, it's gone from stop resisting to he's reaching.
Listen.
Nah, man.
Man are acting like they haven't watched. I'm going to say some big boy movies now, you know. People, take these movies down and wherever you watch movies, find it. Find these movies. The Departed. Taking all The Departed. Leonardo DiCaprio. You know I'm not great with names. Matt Damon. The OG Joker. I forgot. What's his name? The OG Joker.
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Star-studded thing. Watch The Departed, how feds work. Obviously, it's stateside, but them tactics, they can make any story to fit a narrative. So you gotta think, you're going up against Scotland Yard. Yo, if they bury one of their own, they have to bury men that are doing rape and that they have to. They got no choice. But if they bury one of their own for this, yeah, they're gonna send a message to the officers. So I believe, like behind the scenes, they're already saying things like. I believe like behind the scenes, they're already saying things like, you know what? I'm not gonna, we're not gonna send you down for that. Don't worry. We just need to follow a process. That's what I personally think. Now, again, I hope I'm wrong. But this as well, a lot of men don't like talking, but I'm gonna say this straight. This should be a lesson as well to everybody, you know. Like, you see when you're dealing with the system, they can get barbaric, you know. they can get barbaric because their thing's legal, you know. So you got to think, look how long it's even took for them to charge this man. Look how long it's took for them to prosecute. Stephen, it's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year, over a year.
We said this though.
It was the 18th we done that show of September last year.
See it there?
The link will be in this, people. That show right there.
Legendary business.
Every life's legendary. But then again, I'm saying to myself, I just can't see it, but I hope I'm wrong. I'm saying it like this. I want the family to get justice.
Viable facts, man.
Because they took the man's picnic. Apparently his girl was pregnant in that as well.
It said it in that one.
That's mental, man.
It reiterated it in that one again.
Yeah, that was a bit. Yeah, they were moving a bit mad, but me personally, I'm just telling man like, listen, man can say whatever they want. I don't want to be on them people's radar, you know.
Yeah, don't get them an excuse, man.
I don't want to, even if I was to be on road, which I ain't, I wouldn't want to be on their radar, you know. If I'm on road, the only point to be on road is to get money in it. Like all the straps and all that. That's unnecessary. You know how much things that ain't supposed to sell every day. Right on this land we stand up. You know, every day you get up, you know how much million a pound pass through hands with things that ain't supposed to sell. So you remember this. Violence don't happen all the time with them things. Why? So man don't need to, the bad man thing, we don't need to do it. I'm not saying Chris.
Up it.
I'm not saying Chris, but this is a lesson for even younger youths coming up.
Listen, spoilers, man. If you ain't, you
don't end good.
You must have watched it by now, man. Just lock into Top Boy, you get me? Certain man's favorite show and that. Lock into Top Boy, fam.
Now, if Top Boy was real, let me tell these man this straight. Listen, because a lot of men watch that. If Top Boy was real, season 1, everyone lock up. This is England.
Thanks.
This is England. They've probably filmed us from I left out my house, you know. They can probably show my whole journey to the studio. This is England. And remember, not even just that, now you got Ring doorbells everywhere. You walk past a man's got Ring doorbell on his yard.
You know how much, sometimes, you know, in the West Mid, because they post the video sometimes. I remember there's one of a shooting. They follow the car all the way down the road and Ring doorbells.
There you go.